I caught her laughing again before I even opened the door. That sharp, brittle laugh that used to make me smile, but now gnawed at my chest. She was leaning against the doorway of our living room, phone in hand, swiping with that practiced, secretive air she always carried these days. "Sofa tonight," she said without looking up, her voice dripping with that cruel mix of amusement and contempt, as if daring me to react. I swallowed hard, my stomach twisting. "Excuse me?" I asked, forcing calm into my voice, though the pulse in my temple throbbed with sudden anger. "The sofa," she repeated, waving her phone like a flag. "You sleep there? Tonight." I claimed the bed. Her smirk was deliberate, designed to hurt, and in that instant, something inside me snapped. "This house is mine," I said through clenched teeth, my hands trembling, my voice low and dangerous. "You sleep on the street, if you want. I don't care." She tilted her head, eyes narrowing. For a fraction of a second, I saw fear, or was it guilt, flicker there before she masked it with another laugh. That night, I didn't sleep. I walked the house, each room heavy with memories that now felt poisoned. The pictures on the walls, the faint scent of her perfume in the hallway, the tiny scratch on the bedroom door where we'd once carved our initials. They all became accusations. Weeks had been like this, a slow unraveling. At first, it was the little things. Her phone never left her side, laughter escaping in corners where I wasn't allowed, vague mentions of friends, and meetings that never quite added up. I told myself I was imagining it. I told myself trust meant believing even when something fell off. But denial is a fragile shield. One evening, I returned early from work, hoping for normalcy. I found her at the kitchen counter, hands trembling over a glass of wine, cheeks flushed. "Everything okay?" I asked cautiously. "Fine," she said, and I wanted to believe her. But when she saw the look in my eyes, she stiffened just a little too fast, just enough to set off the alarms in my chest. I started noticing patterns, subtle but damning. Whispered texts that ended when I entered the room, laughter that abruptly cut off, the faint smell of cologne that wasn't mine. Each clue piled upon the next, but I didn't confront her. Not yet. I needed certainty. I needed proof. And then I found it, her diary, or what she thought was private, left carelessly open on the table one afternoon. I hesitated, knowing this was a line I had promised never cross. Yet my hands moved on their own, greedily reading, unraveling her secrets. Each entry stabbed me. Her excitement over someone else's messages, the way she described them in ways that once belonged to me, the little details that made my stomach sink into my shoes. I couldn't breathe. I couldn't think. When she returned home that night, she found me sitting on the edge of the sofa, her diary in my lap, eyes hollow. "You," she began, then faltered, a flash of panic in her gaze. "I know," I said simply, voice quiet but steady. "I know everything." Her laughter, once comforting, now poisonous, died on her lips. I mean, "Don't," I interrupted. "Save it. Every lie, every stolen smile, every secret. I saw it all, and you mocked me." My chest tightened with emotion I couldn't name. Anger, heartbreak, disbelief, love still lurking like an unwanted ghost. Her shoulders slumped, as if the weight of the world had finally settled on her. I didn't think you'd find out." "Well, I did," I said, standing now, hands shaking with a mixture of rage and grief. "And you'll sleep on the street, if you want. This house, it's mine. I will not let your betrayal taint what's left of my life." She looked at me, and for a moment, I saw a flicker of the woman I had loved, soft, fragile, human, but was buried beneath layers of deceit. She opened her mouth to speak, to beg, but no words could repair the fractures now. I stepped toward the door, and she didn't follow, not because she wasn't capable, but because somewhere deep down she knew it was over. I didn't lock the door. I didn't need to. The betrayal had already built the walls between us. As I closed the door behind her, the apartment fell into silence, heavy and suffocating. I felt a strange emptiness, a hollow ache where trust used to live. Yet amid the pain, a glimmer of clarity shone. I had survived the deception. I had reclaimed my space, my life, my dignity. And though the nights would be long and the bed too large without her, I would not let her laughter or her lies haunt me anymore. Betrayal had come like a storm, sudden and devastating, but even a storm ends. And when it did, I found myself standing in the quiet, bruised but unbroken, knowing that some hearts, once betrayed, learned to protect themselves better than ever before.